Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Early in his writing career, H.G. Wells penned a science essay called The Rediscovery of the Unique, a title that this deep into its record-breaking series run could easily be the mantra for the heavily hyped and much anticipated new season of The Walking Dead. I say could, because AMC and the producers of the biggest show on TV are treating the events and the revelations of the October 23rd premiering new season like a state secret, with no WikiLeaks around to dribble out the truth and no one learning who of the zombie apocalypse blockbuster's core characters is going to be battered to death by villain Negan and his baseball bat Lucille in the Until the Day Comes When You Won't Be Entitled opener hits the small screen on Sunday.
And you are it.
Well, if we can't review the new season, let's preview the top 5 of what we do know of who lives and dies and more on The Walking Dead, and how in the social media age of the explicit, where seemingly everything gets revealed sooner or later, as both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton can attest, no one has spilled the beans on whose brains get spilled in the new season of what is being marketed like crazy as We're Just Getting Started. So to get started here, Rick Grimes lives.
Not today. Not tomorrow. But I'm gonna kill you.
If you can threaten Negan, it means the Jeffrey Dean Morgan played character didn't kill you. And as a teaser played at New York Comic Con a couple of weeks ago confirms, Rick Grimes does live, at least for those telling opening minutes. Now, on a show where almost everyone is at risk, it was still pretty unlikely that lead Andrew Lincoln was a goner. Though as fans of the Robert Kirkman comics on which the series is based, he might be losing an arm at some point. Maybe even sooner than later.
Simon's my right-hand man. You have one? Oh. Or did I?
Next up, Daryl Dixon lives. Now, I know there are a lot of people out there who think the Norman Reedus played character will get it in the opening minutes of the Scott M. Gimble pinned season opener. If for no other reason than fan fave Daryl is not actually a character from the comics, and hence expendable to future storylines as much as they draw from the comics. Also, released footage shows that Negan's right-hand man Dwight has Daryl's motorcycle. But here's why I think Daryl lives. Because in the strategic tradition of keeping your talent close, AMC last month renewed the Boondock Saint actor's motorcycle travelogue Ride with Norman Reedus, which would indicate he's not hitting the road anytime soon. It's also not Maggie, Glenn, Carl, or Michonne. The Walking Dead, the TV series, is harsh and often deviates from its source material. And we hear that they did film a scene of Negan killing everyone individually to juice the odds of who it can be. But let me tell you, no one's killing a pregnant lady, a one-eyed kid, or despite the number of African-American casualties over the years, the warrior queen and other fan fave played by Dana Guerrero. As for the Steve Yen played Glenn, yes, he is Negan's victim in the comics. But after the annoying tease of is he dead or not dead that ate up way too much of season 6, I think Glenn's gonna make it, at least till season 8, which AMC announced last week that has renewed the show for. I tell you who I do think is gonna get its ass kicked at the very least on October 23rd when The Walking Dead comes back. The NFL and Sunday Night Football. In its 5th season, The Walking Dead took down the once unbeatable NBC primetime football franchise several times when they went head-to-head on Sundays. With dipping ratings, the AMC show scored less tackles last year, but with primetime NFL ratings in a slump this season, and the SNF matchup this week being the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals, two Western-based teams that don't have the strongest national followings, I see a Walking Dead demo touchdown.
There are rules.
All of which brings us to our 5th and final Walking Dead Season 7 preview point. Who actually dies in the season opener? Now, I have a theory. It's a theory you might disagree with, but it's based on precedent and proximity. And based on those factors, it's Abraham who dies in the season opener. First of all, proximity. Now, if you look at the teaser shown at New York Comic Con, Andrew Lincoln's Rick has a smear of blood on the side of his face. Assuming that's from Negan's victim, and in my belief that Lauren Cohen's Maggie, who is right next to Grimes in the lineup, lives, the next person over is the Michael Cudlitz-played former Army sergeant who joined the show in season 4. As for precedent, well, the Abraham character was actually killed in the comics with a crossbow from Negan's savior that took out Dr. Denise Coyle on the show last season.
Wait! Ah!
So there's the borrowed time element here for a guy who has no future storylines in the comics anyways. So sorry, Abraham, rest in peace. Or maybe, on a cliffhanger-rich series that still proves it has the ability to surprise, I'm totally wrong. Maybe. Now tell us what you think, and let the games begin. At least until Sunday.
Well, we can just turn these people inside out, won't we? I mean, the ones that are left.